Hello and welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great night per usual. I wanted to let you guys know that we're not doing the free yes no tonight, but we are going to be doing a giveaway for a free tarot reading tonight. So if you want to participate in the giveaway for one lucky winner, drop a pink heart in the chat and we're going to start adding people to the giveaway. I'll give it like a minute or two and then we will select a winner for a free reading. Like I said, we're not doing the free yes no tonight, but because we did hit 25 likes last night, and I didn't do a giveaway last night, I figured I would go ahead and do it tonight. So that's the plan this evening. Drop a pink heart in the chat if you want to be added to the giveaway. All right. Thank you guys. I see we've got some names already. Let me go ahead and get the list going here. For those of you who are just now joining us, we are not doing free yes no tonight, but I am doing a free giveaway that we're going to select in just a minute. If you would like to participate in the giveaway this evening, then just drop a pink heart in the chat. One lucky winner will get a free tarot reading this evening. And it doesn't have to be yes, no. It can be any question that you want. Hey, Emmy. Welcome in. Hey, Lala. All right, one last chance. If you want to participate in the giveaway tonight for a free tarot reading, drop a pink heart in the chat. I am going to close the list in one more minute. Once it's 10:20 my time, we will be closing the list. Zoe, close enough. Nope. Nope. Your name is... You know what? I'm going to just do this. Fiona. There you go. That might make it easier for me. All right, Zoe, got you. Okay, 10:20. All right, the list is closing. Everyone should see their name there that has dropped a pink heart. Philomena, I will add you really quickly. But otherwise, it is closed, guys, and we're about to select a winner. Philomena, you got here just in time, but you needed to do a pink heart. So if we do this again, just keep that in mind. Okay. All right, everyone should see their name here on the list. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Wow, Rashima, you won. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rashima. So we are going to add you to the list here. and you have to be present to win, okay? So make sure you stick around. Thank you guys for everyone who participated. I hope you have a great rest of your night if you don't intend to stick around. I probably won't do this every single time. I'll go back to the free yes, no's because I know a lot of people like that. But for tonight, the reason I did it this way is just because we hit 25 likes last night and I ended up not doing the giveaway. So I figured I'd go ahead and do it this time around. So congratulations, Rashima. Thank you everyone else who is participating. I appreciate you, and we should be back to free yes, no's tomorrow. And you guys can get your readings then. Okay? All right. Hey, IJ, welcome in. Thank you guys for congratulating Rashima. I love when you guys are good sports and supportive. Thank you, Philomena. Okay, let me add you to the list. And James is first. He is a pre-order, so no skips for him. Next on the list after James is our winner. And then Philomena also is a donation as well. James, got you. All right, we'll be back again, like I said, tomorrow with the free yes, no's. I know you guys like those, so I promise you we'll be back with those tomorrow evening. Love 2 for James. All right, let's see. Left 2, James, Patty, please. You too, Lala. I don't know if you guys saw my story yet on Instagram, but I had the craziest dream last night, and I think my mediumship abilities are leveling up for sure. I had an evidential dream last night, so if you're interested in seeing that, definitely check out my story on Instagram. Kind of freaked me out how specific that dream was, and I have a lot of predictive dreams. That's kind of what got me into doing tarot. I just have to try to figure out how to harness that energy for like real life, because my dreams sometimes I think it hits like a subconscious. Amy, you have to check it out. It's crazy. I know who it was about, so I reached out to them directly and I posted like the evidence on there. It just was wild. I had like multiple details that she could confirm for me that were correct. IJ, I got your donation as well. I will add you. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like the second that I open myself to possibly doing mediumship, it's like coming through slowly but surely. But yeah, I feel like it's really strong in my dreams, but I'm like, how do I get it to cross over into my everyday life from out of my subconscious into my conscious? James, I also have a channeling for you as well. I'm going to put you back into the rotation, James, for the channeling. Yeah, it's crazy. Y'all need to just check it out. Okay. Thank you, James. Okay, so James, I have your cards pulled. I just haven't tapped into this energy yet. Hold on one second. Maybe I'll be a medium one day. Maybe that will be the goal. You're welcome. I have this bug here that's driving me freaking crazy, and it's gonna drive me crazy until I can kill it. Always. It's like a little gnat. I feel like I need a little more information, James, because the energy is pretty much the same as last night. So I want to see if I can get anything new for you. We have the moon as far as what she's showing or giving to the connection. I feel like she's kind of keeping her cards close to chest. I feel like whatever her plans are, she's not revealing to you. The moon here talks about she doesn't really know what's gonna come of your connection. She still is in the dark herself. She hasn't fully made a decision there, but she is, whatever her plans are, whatever she decides to do, she's keeping you in the dark about it. As far as your relationship, she's saying her intuition lights the way, even though she doesn't know what's going to happen. She's taking things one step at a time. She wants to make sure that she's not how do I word this? She wants to make sure that she's not giving mixed signals. She doesn't want any misunderstandings or misconceptions. So she's being very thoughtful about her actions towards you. She's being disciplined, structured towards your connection. She may even be putting she could be focusing a lot on her career right now and the next steps for that. I am getting appreciation. I don't know if she has money troubles, but for some reason financial constraint is coming through. So that might just be a message here. Let's see. How is she showing up for the connection? All right, we do have throat chakra here. You said she does have money issues. Okay. We have throat chakra here, so that tells me that she's very much enjoying the communication aspect of your relationship. That seems like very open and clear as far as like okay, so you have a physical relationship, you have a sexual relationship, you have a communicative relationship, you have a soul connection. You know, if you think of all the chakras, they each have like their own purpose. You have a psychic connection, that kind of thing. I see the sacral in reverse, and I see the fifth chakra open. So that makes me feel like she's very comfortable with a verbal relationship with you, but she's closed off with the sacral second chakra here. What are her thoughts and feelings? Rising Storm, I have your donation. I'll add you to the list. She is putting restrictions on herself when it comes to you, James. I have her like tied in like a metaphorical shackle. Like remember how I said like she's being disciplined, like self-controlled, maintaining control. She is stopping herself from, like, it's almost like an intentional restriction. So she's, like I said earlier, she's paying attention close to her actions, or paying very close attention to her actions, I'm sorry, and the way that she is interacting with you, because she doesn't want any mixed signals or misunderstandings. You might notice with her that her body language might feel a little bit different to you. Not that she's not like gonna not give you a hug or something, but you might notice that she's being a little bit more restrictive in like her physical self. This seems temporary, but this does seem like something that she's doing or will start to do in the near future. Rising Storm, I think I have you as a skip, if I believe. Hey, Misha, we didn't do yes, no tonight. We did a giveaway instead, and that is closed. I'll be back with yes, no's tomorrow. Thanks, Rising. I'll put you on skip. Give me just a second here. I'll bump you to the top. Thoughts and feelings. I feel almost, James, like she's locking herself away, because I see her stuck behind a gate, a metaphorical gate. I see her kind of like keeping herself bound by like imagine if someone kept themselves like shackled in their house, like behind a gate, behind a wall. It's almost like she's like tightening up her security or something, and being more protective with herself right now. She is processing some type of emotions that seems heavy. We have the 5 of Cups here. Her intention, she says, I get what I give. I think she doesn't expect much from you if she's not giving much to you. I think that she understands that if you pull back because you feel she's pulling back, that's only fair. And, if not, then that's cool too. But I think that she's basically saying, like, I don't want James to do anything that he doesn't think is fair. Like, I don't want him to be put in a position where he feels like Okay, I am so sorry, James. I'm getting so freaking distracted by this stupid freaking bug and I cannot kill it. I'm like, what is going on with your reading? Where like I'm feeling like a nuisance, like I'm feeling like a pest and it's driving me freaking crazy. I don't know, maybe she's dealing with like some kind of like annoyance or something right now. But anyways, back to your reading. She wants you to do with whatever it is you feel is comfortable. I don't think that she has a skewed perspective of what she's able to offer to you, and she knows that right now she's kind of keeping things a bit more locked up, and she's saying that she wouldn't blame you for pulling back your energy if that's what you want to do. Not that she wants you to, not that that's what she's hoping for. She's just saying she doesn't have a skewed perspective, and that if it feels uneven or unequal at any time, she wouldn't blame you. I think she's really trying to look at this like very practically. We have the justice card. I also see this with like you guys having some type of soul contract together. Whenever I see the justice card, it talks about like spiritual contracts and karmic balances and things like that. So you guys still have this contract to play out. There's still unfinished business here. Are there any blocks? God, I finally got it. Are there any blocks? I'm getting no block right now, like no new block. Are there any influences? Are there any influences? No influences, no new influences. Hold on one second. Are you really about to get in the cabinet right now while I'm trying? Like everything's trying to annoy me right now. James, I don't know if I would word it like playing stupid games. I mean, if that's what you feel, then you're obviously entitled to that feeling. I don't think she's trying to play with you. Like I don't think her intention is malicious. And if you feel like she's giving up on your connection, or you feel like she's like playing games, or you feel like, well, you know, whatever it is you're feeling, that is valid. But from the energy I'm picking up, I don't feel like that's what she's trying to do. I don't think she's trying to mess with you. I think that what I have said in the recent past is that she has issues to work out as far as like her trauma and her past experiences, and she has a lot of stuff locked up inside of her that she needs to work through. And I think that is why you guys are experiencing this. And unfortunately, she didn't work through this before you guys reconnected. So that's now suddenly coming to the surface because maybe you're holding a mirror up to her and you're like, there's problems here, you know, that she's recognizing through your connection that she has to work through. Not you guys have problems, but she has issues that have now surfaced, and maybe she has not needed to address it, or she's been able to avoid it, and maybe it's your energy bringing her attention to these things now. Yeah, I don't think she's like trying to hurt you. I think she's trying to do the opposite. Maybe she's not going about it the best way, but I think she's doing it the best way that she knows how. I mean, would you prefer she just outright say to you, I don't want to be with you? Like, I might one day, but I don't think that's where I'm at right now, and I don't know if I'll ever be there. Because I think that would really hurt. And I don't know if that's something she's prepared to say to you, because I don't think she feels that strongly about that. So it's like, I don't know what you want from her as far as like, do you want to give her time to work through this, or do you want her to just cut things off with you to make it easier for you? Because again, I don't think she's playing games, but I think that you might want her to be ready for something before she feels that she is. And I think that rushing that process or getting negative would be a detriment to your connection. I don't think it would benefit it, or at least that's what it does. That's what it feels like to me. And I think it's tough for you because you've been ready and you've always been ready. You know what I mean? But I don't know that she has always felt that way. So it's hard when you guys are in two different places. But I am sorry if this is not what you want to hear, if this is like hurting you, because I don't want you to feel that way. But I think that there's a reason why she hasn't outright said to you, I don't want to be in a relationship with you specifically. Move on from me, let me go. Go find someone else. Like, I don't think that she's done all that. You know what I mean? You said you think I'm right. You're just getting frustrated. I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like, just, you know, that's valid. Like, it's tough, and I wish that she would have worked through all this stuff that she is dealing with now. I wish she would have done that before you guys met, but I don't know if she would have been able to, because like I said, it almost feels like you're holding up a mirror to her. I'm ready for your next question. But I think you're the reason why she's even realizing this stuff in the first place, James. I think that it would be hard for her to recognize these things without you. And so it's like a catch-22, right? Because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I don't know if she would come to these conclusions without you. And so like you're almost like a catalyst for her. But at the same time, it sucks because if she had just been able to work through this before you, then you guys would be in a different place right now. He said it also feels like she shuts down instead of continuing to move forward. That's tough too. That's kind of like the thing where you can't make someone be or do something before they're ready to do it. Like, you can shed light on it, you can plant the seed, but unless they're ready to face it, they're not going to. Like when I use that expression, like an addict, you know? You can have an intervention and you can bring it to their attention, but if they're not ready to see it, there's nothing that you can do. You can't rush someone else's process. All right, let's see. Oh, you know what I was thinking today is Saturday? I was like, wait a second. She wasn't working today, was she? Because I have the Three Pentacles card, and this can talk about work, or this can talk about like studying, learning, or working, or doing some type of like group activity. I am getting that she wasn't outright intentionally ignoring you, James. I just don't think that she has had the opportunity to I think, okay, here's the thing. This is what I'm hearing. Hattie likes to respond to you when she knows that she has time to dedicate that conversation to you, because she knows that if she responds and then you say something back, you might want to continue the conversation. And she feels like if she has to be available to communicate with you, to have like an actual conversation, because she doesn't want you to feel like that she's ignoring you. So I think that sometimes if she doesn't respond right away, it's just because she has other things going on. And she's like, I will, when I can get back to him and like actually dedicate the time or make myself more available to have a conversation with him, then I will. So I think it's something along those lines. I don't think she was outright ignoring you. It wasn't like intentionally like to hurt your feelings or make you feel like she was avoiding you. It was more like, I see that he's messaging me, but I don't have the time right now to dedicate to a conversation. Now, I do think that what she could do to make you feel better is to say like, hey, James, I saw that you texted me. I haven't had the chance to respond, but when I get a second, I'll maybe shoot you a text later or something. That might make you feel better because you wouldn't feel ignored. So I think that she could do better there. But I don't think it was intentional. And I also think, James, sometimes it's like, I'm really trying to put this delicately, she's not in a relationship with you. So therefore, you're putting an expectation on her that I don't know if you would do that to a friend. Like if a friend, if you reached out to like a buddy of yours and he didn't get back to you all day and didn't get back to you the next day, would you be holding him in the same place that you're holding her? I think it's different because you have feelings for this girl. So putting it as delicately as possible, like Brittany had said when we did that collaboration, Patty likes her peace. Patty likes her ability to do her own thing. And if she's already feeling this expectation from you to respond immediately or very soon after you reach out to her, she's going to feel even more pressure in a relationship because then that expectation we put on her. So I think we're letting our emotions get a little wrapped up in this. And I think, and Bernie had said in the past too, which I do agree with, that's why I'm bringing it up again, that if you don't get that reassurance from her, it can tend to make you spiral or overthink. And I don't want you to feel that way. But I think that it's hard. And I do want you to know that I sympathize with you. I talked to her last night about seeing her early in the day. I told her I had a grand opening at my job. She said it was fucked. I didn't invite her. You think she was mad at you? I don't think she was mad at you. But I joked it was because I was bringing someone else, and then she kind of ignored me for the rest of the day. I'm not getting angry. I am getting fiery. Like I have wands here, but I'm not getting anger. I think this is just a tough situation, James, because you guys are not in a relationship, but you're getting offended by each other as if you are in a relationship. And I think this is why this is getting complicated. But I don't think she was outright like intentionally ignoring you. I think she maybe just wanted some time to, I just hear like she needed time to collect her thoughts to be able to dedicate a conversation to you. So whether that means that she was just like wanting to process what you had said, not overreact, or if she just was busy. But to answer your question, I don't think this was like an outright blatant avoiding you situation. Yeah, you're talking about us not being in a relationship, but she'll say something specific. I know. Well, the crazy part about this is that I'm over here feeling it going one way, but it sounds like she's doing both, like it's going both ways. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are like getting offended as if y'all are in a relationship with each other, but you're not. Just letting you guys know, I am updating the donation list right now. Rising Storm donated to pay to Skip, so she's going to be next. Just letting you guys know, everyone's going to be bumped down one spot. So James, I think you'll hear from her. I'm cutting the deck, 6 of Swords and Strength. So I think you are going to hear back from her. Might even be tonight. I don't know. But I think that you guys are like, I don't know. This is complicated because it's like if you guys are going to get offended, like you guys are in a relationship, then just be in a relationship with each other. I don't know. Y'all confusing me. But I think you're going to hear from her like tonight or sometime like early tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be a long time. That's what's frustrating. It's like we're just embracing the problems of a relationship without the aspects of a relationship. Have you ever asked her that before? Have you ever said, like, do you notice how we essentially have a relationship with each other and we like have everything, like all the qualities of a relationship except for actually being in a relationship? I mean, she may not even realize it. Clearly, she doesn't want you with other women. I think so. I think it's worth mentioning. Honestly, James, I'm going to type something to you, but I'm going to put it on Instagram because I feel like it's kind of private. Okay, I just finished my thought there, but let me know what your last question is, and we will move on to the next one after this. How would she react if she found out or saw me romantically involved with or dating someone else? Oh no, I just saw your screenshot. Yikes. Rising Storm, if you're here, just check in with me really quickly. A fear of hers is that you find your Empress in someone else. I think that she feels inadequate a lot of the time. She doesn't remember, you have to remember that she does not see you as, or she does not see herself as you see her, okay? So she thinks that there is better for you out there, even if you don't agree with that. I think she thinks that deep down. She would not like this. She would probably try to bite her tongue and not say anything out loud to you. But I do feel like she would like make it known that she has a problem with this, but not actually tell you outright. So you would notice like a shift in her demeanor. I feel like she would try to keep this to herself, but you would still know that it's bothering her because she'd be acting differently towards you, or she would be making like underhanded remarks and things like that. She would be sad. We have the Five of Cups, so I think that she would feel a bit heartbroken about this. Like, I think you would feel like, I think that if you were to explore someone else, even though she would be like, it's only fair, it's only right that he goes and does that if I'm not going to give to him, she would be struggling with herself because on one hand, she wants for you what's fair, and on the other hand, she's fighting how she's feeling about this. So that's why I think she would bite her tongue and not say anything out loud, but I think that you would notice a change in her attitude towards you. Things might feel more passive aggressive, or it would be things like, oh, well, don't you have a date tonight? Something like that. Like, it would just be like, oh, well, aren't you going to go see her? You know, like, it would be stuff like that where you would kind of notice it. And then also, I think one of the big things that she's worried about, I'm hearing, is that she would be afraid to be pushed out. So not only would you being with someone else be hard for her to witness, she also would be worried to be like, instead of a number one, like a number two. I'm getting that this would not make her happy. The Three of Swords did show up. We have the Hanged Man. I think she would just be kind of waiting to see what would happen with you and this person, to see if like it gets serious or not. I think she would just be playing like the observation game, but she would be kind of stewing in the corner. I think that also I feel like she would know. Well, that's true, James. That's something I was going to say to you was that you can't really like start something up with someone new when you still have feelings for someone else. As long as like it would not be a fair chance for you or the person that you would get involved with. You know what I mean? So when you start to feel things getting serious with this other person, you would have to cut that off. And like the last thing you'd want to do is also like use someone just to cause an action from her. You know what I mean? That would be tough. I think, honestly, James, I think a conversation that needs to be had with Patty is, look, I want a relationship with you. I respect that that's not where you're at right now. I am willing to wait for you if I see that you are actively working on yourself, going to therapy, or doing whatever it is you feel is best. But if I feel like you're not moving forward and working on yourself and figuring things out, then I can't wait for you, because I can't do that to myself. That's not fair. I feel like that's like a fair comment to make. I feel like put it all out there on the table and just be like, this is what it is. But once you have that conversation, you would have to be prepared for your bluff to be called. And so you saying, I don't want to do that at all, date anyone else, then that means that you're not ready to have that kind of conversation with her. So at this point, you guys are just going to maintain in your limbo state. But if and when you do feel like there's only so much more waiting that I can do, and unless I start seeing like Patty actually applying herself and actually trying to work through these issues, then I've got to like call it, I've got to pull myself out of this. But again, maybe you're not there, because you have to be prepared to say something like that to her, and you have to be prepared for her to call your bluff. I would hope that she would take you seriously if you said something like that to her, but you don't know. You know what I mean? Hey, Rising. It's a tough spot you find yourself in right now. Okay. How is Jay currently feeling? Oh, wait, sorry. Rising, you do it every freaking time. How's he currently feeling about reaching out to me? Does he feel... No. Okay. All right. I have your questions, Rising. I'm shuffling now for you. So Rising, with your first question, are you saying that he reached out to you and you want to know how he's feeling about that conversation? Or are you saying you haven't heard from him and you want to know how is he feeling about it? Like, is he going to? I'm just trying to understand the question specifically. I do that every once in a while. I don't know what's wrong with me. Obviously, I'm not trying to do that to you. Okay, got you. Thank you, Rising. I know. I'll see some people and be like, please don't say the name. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay. Alright. How's he currently feeling about reaching out? That's so funny. I put the card back in the deck and I reshuffled for the same question, and I got the same card that came out the first time. So I know that's supposed to be here. For all of y'all that are waiting, up next is Rashima. Rashima, if you're here, please check in. You have to be present to redeem. My cards fell on the floor. All right, so the thought of reaching out to you right now. Hey, Rashima, thanks for checking in. You can go ahead and post your question if you're ready, because I'm going to be getting to you next after this, okay? So Rising Storm, I feel like he views this as a challenge, or a discomfort. The idea of reaching out to you right now, especially a direct contact where it's like communication face to face, or like even a text, but like as himself, you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like to him that feels like a discomfort. Like, it feels like it's out of his comfort zone. It feels like a challenge. It feels like, I don't know, there's some kind of adversity here. Like, I feel the thought of doing something like that right now just makes him feel very unsettled. I have the devil here, and so I feel like that means that he's trapped in old ways of being, old ways of thinking. I do feel like for a while there, he was working on himself. Thank you, Rashima. I have your question. I do feel like he was working on himself. We have growth in health here. I feel like he was trying to move on, evolve. I don't know, some type of personal development. And I feel like almost like he got weighed back down by a habit. Like, he allowed himself to get sucked back in, sucked back down. And the devil here just shows that he has not been able to relinquish the shackles that bind him from these habits or these ways of being. Whenever I see the devil, I think this person is not ready to change. This person's not ready to make any changes. I have the Page of Swords. This talks about delayed news, patience needed again. Him being guarded. I think with the Six of Pentacles that's come out a couple of times, the impression that I got when I saw it is that if the chances of him reaching out to you directly right now are slim to none. I think they would be higher if it was you reaching out to him, as in like seeing him in person and striking up a conversation and trying to continue it. I think if you were able to get his number and be like, hey, this is, and then say your name, and then be like, your neighbor, yada, yada, yada. Like, just basically being very transparent with him and reaching out and being like, if you ever like need someone to talk to, or I don't know, this might sound so uncomfortable for you to like even think about doing, but I feel it's almost like your chances would be higher of him responding to you if you were to initiate the conversation. And when I say that, I mean, even then, the chances of him responding are low. Like, it would be a higher chance if you initiated first, but even then, it would be the chances would be low. It's like, why put yourself out there again? Why try to initiate conversation with someone who you've already like put a lot of energy into and have already tried this and it's not worked out in the past? So it's like both options they're not ideal, but I think that they're higher of his response if you were to reach out first. I don't really see him feeling like he wants to. But the Six of Pentacles is like, you know how it's like if you give a little, then he gives a little? Like, Six of Pentacles to me talks about like equal reciprocation. Like, if you do this, then I'll do this, and we'll match each other's energy. That's the reason why I was getting that impression with that card. He's still here with his head in the clouds, Page of Cups. He's kind of like, I think I used this word before, a little delusional. He's not grounded right now. This is not an energy of like, let's get something started in the physical reality. I know, Rising. I know this is tough. I feel like I keep doing readings for people who are like wanting more from their person, and like this person is just not coming through for them, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, because I'm like, don't shoot the messenger. Like, I want to give you guys good news. I want to tell you, like, but I'm seeing here with the Five of Swords, it's like this is going to continue to be a challenge for you, Rising. Like, Five of Swords, as far as action, literally means lack of communication. Literally means walking away, self-sabotaging, putting yourself on the line. Like, it's not a good energy. And so, yeah, I know, but I like giving good news. That's what I want to give. I want to give good news. All right, let's take a look at your second question. Oh God, Tower. The Tower! The Tower is the first card out. Ooh, I feel like this. Ooh, the Devil and the Tower. The Three of Swords. No, no, no. He did not like this. He did not like this at all. You know what's it's making me feel like? You know how when you're in situationships and like you're feeling jealous, or you're like you're having feelings that if you were in a relationship with that person, you would feel that it's appropriate to have those feelings. But when you aren't, then it's almost like you feel like you shouldn't be allowed to feel this way because you're not in a relationship. So you're like, do I even have the right to feel this way about this? Like, and that's what I feel like he's thinking to himself. Do I have the right to be jealous? Do I have the right to feel this way? Because we're not together. And, you know, it's just interesting because I almost feel like he's saying I'm not allowed to feel this way. But I do feel like this is sparking feelings of like wrath, because the tower means like this is completely like not something that he would want to see. This is not something that information he wants access to. Just overall, just not what he's wanting. Like, it's almost like he feels shattered is what it feels like, because the tower talks about like a dismantling or something falling apart, and so he feels like maybe he's falling apart or something. He feels kind of shattered. I think it was like a shock, shattered, maybe a little bit of aggression, and then the Three of Swords, like heartbreak. How is he feeling about this interaction? How is he feeling about this interaction? We have loneliness. I have never felt so alone. Powerless, hopelessness. Like, I feel like he's saying this is a disaster. Interesting. We have the guilt card, so feelings of guilt. I'm loosely translating that to feelings of regret. We have indecision. It's reminding me of that card. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. I think that's the card. It's like my inability to make a decision hurts you, or my indecision hurts you. Something like that. How is he feeling? Jealousy. We have the envy card. Making him feel jealous. I think I said that already, but if I didn't, I'm getting that for sure. He was unhappy. I mean, if the Tower, the Devil, and the Three of Swords don't explain it, I don't know what will. This talks about pain. Maybe this hurt his feelings to see. I think also as well, Rising, is that when he sees things like this, it makes him feel like his feelings for you are all, like your feelings for him are all in his head. Like, it almost reestablishes to him that you're not interested in him, and that you're off living your own life, and that you're not waiting on him. Anxiety. I don't understand how he does. Wait, how does he have all these feelings but refuses to actually step up? That's the age-old question, Rising. That is a question that everybody has for me. I mean, I don't have an answer for you. And I don't think I'm ever going to have an answer because I've been through my fair share of relationships like that. And these people try to come back later and be like, I did have feelings for you, like I really liked you, or I loved you, or yada yada yada. I'm like, well, you had a funny way of showing it. Are you only coming back because you see that I've moved on? Because these are things I would have liked to hear from you, oh, I don't know, a year ago. Not now. I don't care now. So these people can have these feelings and not act. That's not a reflection of you. That's a reflection of them and whatever the hell they're going through. And what someone else won't do, someone else will. And like, that's my advice, is just move on. Like, that will always be my advice, because I hate how much time I wasted on people that didn't deserve me or didn't deserve my attention. And now I am here in a very fulfilling, loving relationship with a person who will, and the person's never made me second guess their intentions. And I'm like, why did I spend all that time on people who didn't deserve it? So I'm sorry, I'll never have an answer there, because I never got an answer myself when I was dealing with situations that were very similar. Yeah, I know it's hard to actually do that. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough. I mean, you kind of have to get someone out of your system to move on. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting yourself out of your environment, like moving, or like going and doing things that don't remind you of that person. And slowly you'll get yourself out of it. Slowly you'll get tired of it, I think is what it is. You just get over the disappointment. And like, I remember having a conversation with my brother and being like, you're going to keep doing it and you're going to keep going back to that person until you have gotten it out of your system, when you're so sick of being disappointed and you're over waiting. You're just going to keep going and doing the same thing over and over again. You got to get them out of your system. And you're lucky if before you get them out of your system, they do something about it, they show up. But I think that's why a lot of times people will do pick a card readings, and they'll say, what are this person's feelings, what are this person's intentions, and what are this person's actions that they're going to take. And all three of those readings, feelings, intentions, and actions, are all different. They're all different. Because just because someone's feeling a crush on you and thinks about making a move doesn't mean they're actually going to do it. And we all have thoughts all throughout the day, and we can think some things and we can feel some things, but it doesn't mean we're going to act on it. You know how many times I've thought about making an oracle deck? I think about that like once a month, and I have not done it yet. I want to. I feel the urge to do it, but something always comes up. Some other things get in the way. And I think about it and think about it and think about it, but I haven't actually done it. So it's like, I think about it, I want to, I intend to do it, but I don't do it. And so like, I think a lot of times people get confused with thoughts and feelings because actions are different. It's hard to move on when I'm still attracted emotionally. I know, Rising. I'm sorry, girl. It's tough. It's going to happen in your own time. But thank you for your donation tonight. Okay, Rishima. Kenneth's current feelings towards me as of today. Kenneth's current feelings as of today. You're welcome, Rising. So Rashima, I have here the Devil at the bottom of the deck. We also have the Three of Swords. I think that he's letting bad things, like bad habits, negative thought patterns, like personal issues get in the way of your connection. Because I see that there's a lot of blocks here. So either you guys feel like you're stuck, you're stagnant, like nothing's really happening with you guys, you're not able to move forward, or you guys are not in communication. So I'm not sure the nature of the relationship, like if you guys are actually in a commitment or not. But for both, I'm seeing that there's trouble progressing moving forward, whether you are in a relationship or if you're not in communication. So for me right now, I feel a lot of blocks from this person. I feel like he debates back and forth between being in a relationship and progressing further into a commitment versus being on his own and being single. We have the Two of Cups paired with the Hermit here. I feel like he holds a lot of his feelings in, doesn't really talk about them out loud. Let's see. It's interesting because in his mind, he feels like he knows what he should be doing. He knows what the right thing is, but he has trouble executing it for whatever reason. It's like, so he knows right from wrong. He knows what he deserves. He knows what's best for him. He knows what's good for him. But I think that those, again, like kind of we were talking about with Rising, is that those actions are not lining up. Let's see. What are his feelings? So right now, Rashima, I'm getting very clinical responses as far as like his feelings for you. He's looking at your connection very like analytically. He's not thinking with his heart or his feelings. He's thinking with his head, his like his mind rather than his heart. You're welcome, Rashima. I wish I could give you more information on what's going on here, but it seems like he's just being very practical about your connection instead of emotional about it. You're very welcome. Thank you for your question and for being here. All right, next up we have Philomena. Philomena, I have you down for 2 mini readings, I believe. If you want to confirm that for me. This is the order of the donations as of right now. Hey Philomena, welcome in, girl. can't believe it's already 11:30. What the heck? What will work be like next week, Sunday through Thursday? Too many meetings. What will work be like next week, Monday through Thursday? You have a really great influence, Philomena, meaning that you have the ability to really get to people. Like, you're influential. You are the type of person that, like, knows how to de-escalate a situation through your energy rather than, like, someone else. So there are some people that are like agitators. Someone that, like, a situation could be happening and someone comes in and agitates the situation or instigates the situation. It makes it worse just through being the type of person that they are. Whereas I feel like you're the type of person who can come and influence and de-escalate the situation, make things better through your energy. So I feel like that's what you are. I feel like you have a good influence over people. You can bring peace to a situation, good mediator, that kind of thing. And so I feel like this week is like, you're like, damn, like, I'm doing such a good job. Like, I feel like I'm really making a difference here. And I think that feels really good to you. I have the underlying energy of discipline here, that you feel like you can accomplish what it is you set your mind to. Maybe even more, like, very disciplined as far as like the way that you're doing your work. Like, for instance, you know, you might go, okay, there's some things I want to accomplish before work, so I'm going to wake up a little bit early, get those things done, then go to work. Or you're like, I want to really prove myself this week, so I'm going to make sure I get to work every single day 15 minutes early. And just like the way you handle yourself throughout the day is just very much like very controlled. Like, I feel like almost like this week you got something to prove or something. Like, I don't know if it's like showing up, showing off, showing out. I don't know if you are trying to get like the attention of your higher ups and make a good impression on them, but something feels like you're doing things a little bit differently this week. Show me Sunday. Show me Monday. All right, so I'm getting like a sociable energy on Monday. Or sorry, on Sunday. Show me Tuesday. Show me Wednesday. Show me Thursday. Okay. So Sunday feels fairly sociable. I feel like here is like you're getting along well with your coworkers. I don't know if you guys do like parties. When I say parties, I mean like work socials, like where the company orders you guys food or orders lunch, or if you guys do anything related to like someone retiring. Or I know like at some places of people's work, it's like you might like come together and everyone comes together to celebrate someone's birthday or something like that. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like some kind of like socializing tomorrow or something. But it doesn't have to necessarily be like a quote unquote party. It could just be that maybe you're interacting more with your coworkers tomorrow. But I see like work is always a priority for you the next week. Just making sure that you're doing what needs to be done. Doing things the right way, doing things by the book. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. I remember you talking about someone who kind of has a crush on you. We do have the Ace of Cups and we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups is paired with the Eight of Cups. Then there's Four of Cups for Tuesday. Then there's Five of Cups for Wednesday, and then there's Eight of Swords for Thursday. So I don't really know. Maybe you're backing away from this person. Maybe maybe it's not all that it's cracked up to be. I feel like 8 of Cups might be you're not taking this person seriously, or maybe there's like some type of disappointment here. Maybe this person isn't like what you thought, or isn't as good of a potential, because for some reason I'm seeing like maybe you're breaking heart potentially. I don't know if you guys have been communicating more. I remember you asking me about somebody in the recent past, or whatever has happened with that situation, but I'm almost feeling like you're walking away from this connection. You can't get him off your mind. Oh. Okay, so maybe this week, like, you're not getting the attention from this person that you would want to have gotten, or something like that. There is something here with like this person and your disappointment related to this person. You said you haven't talked to him since you saw him on Monday. Okay. I wonder if that feeling of disappointment is going to continue into the weekend, because that's what it feels like with like the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. There is a level of disappointment associated with this person this week. So, Philomena, that's what I've got for you for the week overview. So what can I do for you for your second question? Okay. What are Anthony Barrow's next actions for him? How to be with the one you're checking out? Yes, that's what it feels like. This is the guy who was checking you out and making comments about you and your... Let's see. Yeah, this is who I believe it was that I was feeling. What are his next actions? What are his next actions? I think this person wants to sleep with you, Philomena. I really am getting that strongly. I feel like this person is looking for a hookup. Just up with people these days. Can't anyone want something more than that? You can't stop thinking about him. Alright, this is my advice when it comes to this person, is do not give in easily, okay? You want to make this person work for it, because this person has the ability to want more with someone if they get to know them first. But this person, okay, he has the tendency to sexualize people. He has the tendency to get attracted, and then it's like that's all he can think about. But when he can start to humanize you, when he can start to get to know you, when he starts to know personal information. Oh, this is such like a weird metaphor, but Spirit is saying, you know how like if you get kidnapped, they talk about how you should scream like, "My name is so and so. I'm this many years of age, and I'm married, and I have 3 children, and their names are this, and this, and my husband's name is this, and I'm a nurse at the hospital at blah 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 blah." And you just start like spitting facts to these people that are kidnapping you because you want to humanize yourself to these people because they're more likely to let you go. They're more likely to see you as a human being and not an object because you are basically giving them a biography of like everything about you. When this person just sees you as an object and they're not able to humanize you, then they are more likely to do things that are not great. And I know this is a weird analogy. I'm not trying to say Anthony's a kidnapper, okay? I'm just saying I feel like he tends to, on accident, like look at women and objectify them. And it's not until he can humanize them, until he sees you for who you are, gets to know you, finds out your interests, yada, 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 then he starts to see you as like a person. And so my advice here is to tell you that if you're looking for something more from this person, do not give in to them. Do not like remotely, like, don't let them objectify you, like put him in his place. Get to know him on a basic level, like on a friend level, because I think then he can start to change his ways. And I know this sounds really bad, maybe it is, but I feel like he just, like, he sees an attractive person and like that's all he can think about, and then it starts getting sexual very quickly. So just keep that in mind. This may be a red flag already. The things that I'm saying right now might be a red flag. But if you want this person to treat you different and you want this person to see you for the person that you are and not objectify you, this person has to get to know you. I feel like Spirit is saying the only way this person is going to be fair to you and treat you with respect is if he gets to know you on a deeper level. And I'm getting that information here from the Justice clarifying the Hierophant card. So this person needs to know, what are your interests? What are your goals? Are you close to your family? I feel like this person needs to get to know you before anything else were to develop with this person. Maybe he just tends to get his way. Maybe he's just used to people fawning all over him. I'm not quite sure. But that's like what I'm getting from Spirit as far as advice, because I think right now he wants like a sexual relationship with you. I think he wants like a physical relationship with you. I am getting that with the Knight of Wands here and the Devil as well. Let me see. Is there anything else coming through? Don't be flattered. Hey, Whispers, don't be flattered with compliments on your physical appearance. Stay intimidating. Don't act flattered at all. Don't act flattered about him giving you compliments on your physical appearance. Like, actually give him shit for that. Just be like, yeah, I know I'm hot, but there's more to me than that, you know? Like, don't show that you're flattered by him giving you compliments on your physical appearance. He needs to know that you have more substance than that. So just move on from him. I mean, I'm not necessarily getting an outright no to that question. I just feel like this person could stand to be a little bit more refined. Like, I feel like this person almost needs to, I don't know. I just don't like the way that he objectifies women, personally. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of energy. It's not that he's a bad person. It just might be that no one's ever really put him in his place. So I think that if you're willing to be that type of person and kind of put him in his place and be like, yeah, I know I'm hot, but there's more to me than that. And don't be flattered. Because some women, hey, Amanda, some women, oh, you said if he's not going to make a move? Yeah, I don't think, absolutely. If he's not going to make a move with you, and a move that feels like what you're looking for, then this just isn't going to be an option for you, because you need someone who's going to come serious and come correct. And I feel like you're looking for more like a turnkey type of connection where you don't really have to apply a lot of work. This person, and you're not like, oh, they have potential. No, you want someone who's going to come to you already tapped into that potential, already ready to go. So if you're looking for like a relationship with someone who's like ready, where it's not going to require any effort from you, this person just matches your energy and wants the same things that you do, this is not that person. So maybe it would be in your best interest then at that point to move on. I think this person's going to require some work. That's all I'm saying. His next actions towards you are going to continue to flirt with you. Like I said, he wants something physical with you. So he's going to try to pursue you in a physical way. And I feel like that's not what you're looking for. So that's maybe why you're going to be feeling disappointed. So, Amina, does that answer your question? That's why when I got that information, like he's gonna pursue a physical connection with you. That's why I asked for advice on what to do here about that. Because if you want something more with him, then it's gonna require some work on your side. But your advice is, if you want something more with him, then you need to not appear flattered by his advances towards you directed at your physical appearance. You need to not look like you're enjoying his attraction to you, because you're wanting something more than that, and you have more to offer. You have more substance to you, and he needs to be intimidated by you. You need to almost, if he's going to try to comment on your physical appearance, you need to almost act offended by him only making comments on your physical appearance, because he needs to know you're not like other people, that you're different, that you're looking for something different, and that his typical game isn't going to work on you the way that it might have in the past. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that this person's not coming ready to go to be in a relationship with you. He could get there, because I think that he's a good person deep down, but I think that he's just used to acting a certain way and getting away with certain things that usually fly under the radar with other women. And if he can get what he wants out of someone, then he's not going to try harder. That's what I was saying. This isn't the person that's coming ready to go, wanting the same things that you are. This is going to take some work for you to kind of put him in his place. So the question is that what you want? Or do you want to just let him go and try to find someone else who is ready, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Okay, Whispers, that sounds great. All right. So, next up I have IJ. IJ, if you are here, please check in with me. Hey, IJ, what are we doing for you? I got it, Whispers. Thank you so much. So, IJ, the in-depth love spread, which I believe is what you donated for, that's the one where I look into there's 9 positions. It's how they feel, their true intentions, what you want, what they want, strengths, weaknesses, energy around the relationship. Is there anything hidden? And will the relationship be successful? That's like the love spread. So I think that's what you donated for. But I also have just a in-depth reading that's the same price where you can ask any question. So that's why I was making sure that it's the love spread that you wanted. Okay, you got it. We'll do the love spread for you. And I'm going to do it on NF because I think that's what you want, but you let me know if that's incorrect. You got it. Okay. So, for how they feel about you, we have strength, their true intentions, we have the devil. What you want, we have the Wheel of Fortune. What they want, we have the Nine of Pentacles. What brings you together, Four of Cups. What pulls you apart, King of Pentacles. The energy around the relationship, Seven of Cups. What's hidden, the World. And will the relationship be successful, the Ten of Pentacles. So I want to be clear. Let's start with, will the relationship be successful? I am getting a yes. IJ, I do feel that you guys are meant to experience a love relationship with one another in this life. I feel like you guys have all the makings, all the ingredients for a really great relationship. And I do think that you guys will cross paths romantically in this lifetime. I would like to think that this is a for the rest of your life kind of relationship, because the Ten of Pentacles talks about like being there, being someone's life partner. But regardless, this indicates to me that you guys are meant to have a romantic relationship, and that is going to happen in this lifetime. You'll see it happen in this lifetime. How they feel about you, I feel like they're very, well, first of all, we have the Strength card. I know the lion theme comes through a lot. I feel like she feels like when she feels broken, you make her feel strong. And I feel like there's been a lot of times, IJ, where this has gotten to her emotionally. The inability to be with you right now has hit her, and like it's hit her emotionally. Like, I think it's made her cry. Maybe overall, she just felt very overwhelmed. And when she thinks about you, it hurts, I guess. Not in a way that I want you to like feel bad, but I think that it just affects her. It affects her emotionally. And I think that when she thinks about you, when she's feeling broken or she's feeling shattered, that you make her feel strong. I think that she feels strength in your connection as well. I think that she would describe your relationship as like, we could be a power couple or something along those lines. Build an empire together. Her true intentions right now surround money and money only. I have a wallet here with money coming out of it, and that's where her value is. With true intentions with the devil is that she is hooked on the things that, or she's attached to the things that are holding her back, or that maybe rather I should say those things are attached to her. So I think that she's going to have some purging to do in the near future. She's going to have to let some people go and some circumstances go, because I feel like she feels a responsibility or obligation to things that are not her responsibility to take care of. But her intentions right now are to focus on money, and unfortunately put her focus on things that are holding her back. It's like she's trying to run away, but she's not realizing that she's like invisibly bound to other things. So I'm feeling almost like some people in her life might even be toxic as well. I have what you want is, we have escape. I would assume that means be her escape, but with the Wheel of Fortune, I also am feeling like you just want whatever is meant to be to happen in its own time, because the Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing. You're not stressing it. Wheel of Fortune talks about how luck is on your side. This relationship is meant to be. You just have trust that it's all going to work out the way that it's supposed to. And so that's kind of where you are. I don't even think that you would want her right now. I don't think that you would want her before she's ready. Because I think that you want to set your relationship up with the best chances of survival. And you know that probably wouldn't happen if she rushed into something with you right now. So you're just here going, whenever it happens is when it's going to happen. And I feel like right now she wants to be independent. We have the Nine of Pentacles for what she wants. She's wanting to kind of keep to herself right now and not involve herself in a relationship romantically, but she is saying that she has not given up on you guys, that there is still hope here, even though right now she wants to be single. She's knows that like the best is yet to come, I guess, for your connection. What brings you together? You're daydreaming about one another, fantasizing. We have Four of Cups here. So I feel like your connection is very strong. Like you guys could have like a telepathic or psychic connection. So when you think about one another, it's like, you're just like right there. It's almost like a vacuum. She thinks about you, you think about her, you think about her, she thinks about you, and then before you know it, y'all are in each other's dreams. So I feel like that's what brings you guys together, is like the thoughts about one another, and you guys can like feel it. What pulls you apart is like considered a weakness. We have the King of Pentacles, this feeling, this need for security. Could be what's keeping you guys apart. I know you said she's focused on money, and I was feeling that earlier. With the King of Pentacles here, this person's not a risk taker. This person's not going to just jump into something before they have all the things in, all the ducks in a row and everything aligned. And unfortunately, that type of mentality makes it difficult to do something spontaneous, do something just because you want to do it. She feels like she has to do things a certain way. She does want to fix this connection. So even though it is a weakness, she's still here going, I still want this, but I have to do it this way first. So this is the type of person who like maybe has like a 10-point plan over the next 5 years of their life and all the things they want to accomplish within that short amount of time. King of Pentacles is just someone who never wants to be wrong. They're the type of person that want to have everything exactly just so, exactly how they envisioned it. And they feel that if one step comes before the other, then everything is wrong. Like this person has control issues, okay? And that could be keeping you guys apart, because she has to do things a certain way and there's no like changing her mind about that. The energy around the relationship, we have the Seven of Cups, lots of options here, multiple choices, multiple possibilities. The Seven of Cups is a very chaotic energy. It's an energy that doesn't feel grounded or stable, meaning that there's a lot of things that you want to accomplish and a lot of things she wants to accomplish. And it's like one of those things where it's like if you're constantly thinking of new ideas or new plans, or you want to do this or you want to do that, and you have multiple things to kind of check off your list, this unfortunately can't be a grounded connection. Seven of Cups literally just talks about lots of options, lots of decisions, lots of possibilities. And that is the energy around the relationship, is that nothing feels certain, even though maybe in your heart and in your intuition, it feels like you guys are meant to cross paths in a romantic way. Right now, that's not what it looks like. Right now, like practically, if you were to say, like, what does it look like? What it looks like is that you guys have a lot of separate things going on right now, and nothing feels really grounded. So I think the message here is just don't get caught up in what it looks like, because that's not what it actually is deep down. And I feel like there's going to become a point where you guys are tired of like longing for one another, and you finally get to a point where you're just like, let's just do this. Let's just be together. Is there anything hidden? Let me see. Is there anything hidden? I feel like I was on a roll there. I don't know if I'm getting anything hidden from you guys. Let me see. I think one thing that she wants you to know, though, is that she feels very fulfilled by you. That she feels a sense of belonging and wholeness. And I think that she looks at you as like the finish line. So maybe that's something that she needs you to hear. That she would like, I feel like also too, there's a lot that goes unsaid. We did talk about like an unspoken, like, where it's like everything you guys talk about is like surface level, but there's like all this like undertone of like what's not said between you guys. And so with reveal, and I want to tell you the truth, it makes me feel like she's saying that, like, I always feel like I'm holding back with you. I always feel like I'm biting my tongue and not actually just like saying what's on my mind and what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. And so maybe it's something that she's wanting to do. So, IJ, that is what I have for you there. Let me know what your BOGOs are going to be. You said you know what you're getting into because you're around caps. That's so funny. Amy, I got your donation. Thank you. I'm posting the list right now. If anybody wants to pay to skip, it's $5 to do so. As of right now, we are looking at a 40 to 50 minute wait at this time. There's definitely depth and subcontext in the combo. Yeah. It's like you guys are talking about one thing, and then like there's like another layer under there that's deeper, and then there's like the undertone of like what you're not saying. I totally get it. There's layers. Maybe you can relate to that. There's a lot of layers to your conversations. All right. Okay, so IJ, they're saying that she had to make some decisions today that she wasn't fully prepared to make, and I think that was stressing her out. As we kind of touched on previously, she likes to think things through. She doesn't like to rush. She doesn't want to be wrong. And ideally, she has plenty of time to think about things before making a decision. And I feel like she was put in a position today where she had to make a decision very quickly, and she didn't have the time to really think through things that she would have liked. Someone was basically like putting her on the spot or making her make a choice very quickly. It talks about how she was had to be very impulsive and decisive, even though she felt like she didn't get an opportunity to really like think things through, and that made her feel uncomfortable. I do know that when she's feeling this way, she can tend to pull on your energy because you're a very grounding type of person. We've touched on this before. I am seeing that maybe there's some things that she had to hold back on as well, which is interesting because she has like action-oriented energy in regards to decision making. However, I see her holding back maybe with her family. She felt like she had to be the mediator. There could have been there could have been, I'm almost getting like she was the mediator with like a family situation. Maybe there was like some kind of like argument, disagreement, misunderstanding, and she kind of had to be that person in the middle. And maybe she felt like she was like holding back. I'm not sure if this decision that she had to make very quickly was related to that or not. This could have been two separate things. But I feel like she could have just felt very uncomfortable today because of the situations that was being laid at her feet. She felt like she was all over the place. We do have her feeling like she was struggling a lot today. I see her taking maybe a bath or like a shower to try to like decompress. So I feel like her stress was just a little bit high compared to usual. And I know that she's stressed a lot. Like, I'm not going to throw it, but maybe today was just like an extra rough day for her. She's feeling very restricted. What was this decision that she had to make? What was this decision that she had to make? That she felt like she didn't. They're saying impulsive again. What is this decision she had to make? Do you think it's possible that she was letting someone borrow money? Someone like came to her and put her on the spot and asked to borrow money, and she didn't want to let them down. And before she had a chance to really think through how this would affect her, she may have just like given it to them. Because I see her here wanting to hold on to her money, but I see her here almost betraying herself by giving that offer. Maybe there was like an issue, because I said there was something to do with family. There was like a problem there, and she was just trying to keep the peace. I feel like she gave something of hers away without having the opportunity to really think it through, because this person put her on the spot about it. And I think now she's feeling some regret because she now feels like she has to kind of juggle Two of Pentacles or rearrange, like maybe her rebalance or re-budget or something like that. And she kind of feels like that was not the right move, but she kind of felt like she was put on the spot and, didn't really have a chance to think something through. That's what it feels like to me. Like, I feel like she felt like she just didn't have a choice. Eight of Swords feels like her hands were tied here. What is your next question, IJ? You said, I definitely get the feeling that she feels drained by her feelings sometimes. Oh, you can see that. Okay. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like she was just like, this is not what I wanted to do. I feel like she was put in an uncomfortable position today by her family or people who she views as her family. And that's why you want to protect her. Yeah, I know it's tough. I think she'll learn how to protect herself. I think she'll figure it out, but unfortunately it's just a lesson she's gonna be putting herself in. I think the problem is that she's not following her intuition on decisions like that. She's feeling pressured, and that's a problem for her. Because instead of setting boundaries, she's just giving in. That's something she's going to have to learn. I think you could point it out to her. I think you could put something on social media about setting boundaries, because you don't want to do something at the expense of yourself or betraying yourself. It's one thing to give generously and selflessly, but it's another thing to be put in a position where you have to, like, you feel pressured to give more of yourself than what you have available to give. But I feel like people can point this out to her, but I feel like this is something that she is going to have to learn on her own. What does he need to know for his own growth? Oh, that's so nice, because, like, you said that you wanted to protect her, and I feel Spirit saying that you are protected as well. You're spiritually protected as well. I don't think this is pertaining to your own growth, but maybe it's an encouragement to continue to do so. They are saying you're really good at having healthy communication in relationships. You're really good at, like, heart-to-heart discussions. I get, like, an Emperor, but really strong, like, King of Cups energy from you, IJ. And I would say King of Cups more than anything, but I do feel some Emperor energy as well. And I feel like Spirit is saying to continue that path. Like, this is encouragement for you to continue to be that type of person, because you're very clear. You're able to discuss things, like, clear and assertively. Like, you have really good communication, and people can understand you. Like, you have just, like, a really good aura when it comes to things like this. What is this? Why is this here? I feel like they want you to reassess your priorities as far as, like, what gets you excited, what makes you excited about life, what lights you up. I feel like there's certain things that you go through the motions of that you just do because of obligation and responsibility. But are you excited about things? Like, is there something that you want to do that you've thought about that maybe is not lucrative, at least right now, but is something that gets you excited and makes you feel, so, like, Spirit is kind of saying, like, don't get stuck in a rut. Like, get yourself out. Like, get busy with things that make you excited. Take charge of your schedule and, like, figure out what actually should be priority for you. Like, if you're reconsidering, I don't know, career paths, or if you're thinking about adding something new to your life, what changes do you want to make? We have a lot of solar plexus energy, a lot of yellow. And so I feel like you're needing purpose. You're needing fulfillment. You're needing something that makes you feel like this is what you're meant to do. This is where you're meant to be. Not just, like, going through the motions, but, like, really feeling inspired. Do you do things, like, that are constructive to your physical well-being, like your health and wellness? Is there anything that you feel like you could do better in that area? Now we're getting a lot of heart chakra. I specifically see your heart. Like, I don't know if this is heart conditions, or maybe you need to be focusing on, like cardio, things that are going to help your heart. Lots of greens here, like heart chakra energy. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, that's good. I'm glad because that is being acknowledged here. You have been doing 2-mile walks every day. Love it. All right. They are saying that if ever you're feeling like unique, like you're feeling different, like you're feeling unique, like you're kind of like, I never really fit in with the people around me. Like I've never really feel like, I don't know, I feel different. I feel like if what I'm saying is resonating with you, then you know what I'm talking about. Spirit is saying that's actually part of your life purpose. They're saying that it's okay to be different. It's okay to feel different. That this is like your unique gift or your unique ability as well. So don't change that aspect of yourself. Like this is part of your purpose. Sometimes people will be like, oh, they don't fit in with other kids because they're an old soul, you know. Like sometimes people get labeled that way. They're like, oh, they're an old soul. They're not going to fit in like with the people their age, the people around them. They're going to feel different, not really feel like they identify. You fit into a degree, but you also stand out. Yeah, I feel you. Well, you might have gotten the old soul, like, description maybe potentially, but they're saying that this is part of your life purpose. The thing is that you see things differently. You have a certain, you're able to see things and visualize things that other people, that's hard for other people to see. Things that come to you so easily, so naturally. And you might think that everybody has this ability, that there's nothing special about you, that it's this, whatever this thing is, it's easy for you to see or visualize. Maybe you're a visionary, but for other people, it's so difficult. And so they're in awe of you because they're like, how does he see it like this? How is he able to articulate it like this? How can he? And you're just like, it's nothing special. Like, it's just, it is what it is. But other people are like, no, you have a gift. Like, what it is you're able to do is not common. It's not something that other people can see so clearly or other people can see so easily. So I think that it's important that you know that about yourself. I'm so glad to hear your cardio has been so much better. You want to get back to the gym more when you feel more stable. You do. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Anything else that he needs to know for his own growth? Anything else that he needs to know for his own growth? So, IJ, it's funny because you're asking what do you need to know for your own growth, and I really am trying to give you criticism, but I think it's mostly compliments that I feel like I'm getting for you. So, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. But the last message that I'm getting here is, well, hold on. Let me touch on this really quickly, is that you could have repressed emotions inside of you that if you're feeling the need to purge or the need to release, that take this as acknowledgement. If that does not resonate for you, it is okay. But I'm specifically getting like forgiveness. I don't know if you have, are you an easy to forgive type of person, or do you typically hold a grudge? Are you stubborn? Is there emotions that are locked up that maybe you need to release, that you need to get rid of? Do you bottle things up, or do you talk things through? Hey Rishi, you said, I do feel that we mirror each other in that respect. We be hard on ourselves. Yeah, so like release that guilt, like absolve yourself of like those feelings of needing to be perfect. But the last thing I have here is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. And as I say to you, I feel like you're getting mostly compliments. And I don't know you that well, but I feel like your masculine and feminine energies are balanced. But maybe you can speak on that differently. But they're saying like, don't be too much into your masculine energy or too much into your feminine energy. Continue to try to balance the two. And ways that you can do that is accessing your feminine side through creativity and accessing your masculine side through action. So maybe earlier, as we were talking about needing to focus more on your solar plexus, like what gives you fulfillment, what gives you meaning, you might be able to find that in your feminine side. You might be able to tap in a little bit more. Maybe you're too in your masculine right now, just focusing on what needs to be done. I feel like this is actually a really great message for NF as well, even though we're not talking about her, as I feel she's too much in her masculine energy. You said you do need to release some things you've been holding on to. Yeah. IJ, it looks like I got another donation from you, which I didn't realize. So let me add you to the list. Oh, no. That's not what I want to do. IJ, I'm happy to hear that overall these messages resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed that portion of your reading. I'm going to add you back into rotation now. All right, so I've got James, Whispers, Amy, and then IJ again. Is James in here? All right, so next up we have James. I just reached out to him. I think he might be joining us in just a second. Oh, he's on the phone. Whispers, if you want to go ahead and get your question or questions prepped, because I might be moving on to you. I'm waiting for James to respond to me right now. I'm going to give him 1 more minute, and then if I don't hear from him, then I'll move on to whispers, okay? Oh, you donated to make it a pogo? That sounds good to me, Tamara. Let's go ahead and get started with you, okay? We'll come back to James in a few minutes. Okay, let's see. What's Donald's next actions towards you? You're Taurus. He's Taurus, you're Virgo. He's been calling you every day, so flirting with you. Aw, that's nice. Okay, let's see. What's the next action, please? What's Donald's next action? Aww. That's so cute. I like this for you. What are the next actions? I feel like he's getting some clarity on your relationship. Tamara, I feel... Hold on, what was that? Oh my god, there was something here. Hold on. Say that again. It's almost like something has shifted with him. Like, it's almost like as the words came out of his mouth, like that the timing was like off and he wanted something different. It's almost like he immediately regretted it or something, because I think deep down he does want something with you, and I think that he's almost like getting swept up in things because it's like he can't help himself. And it's actually kind of cute energy, because when I almost feel like him saying like, I made a mistake, like I shouldn't have, I feel like he's saying I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have said what I said just yet. Maybe I should have just given it more time before I like said anything, because I feel like it's almost like he instantly regretted telling you that he wasn't sure about a relationship right now, because I feel like he's getting very swept up in your connection. And so it's almost like maybe with another girl he would feel this way, but now I'm starting to think that he's realizing you're different to him, or your things feel different, and he's saying that he feels like you guys are inseparable, or that he wants to be inseparable from you, and like he's gaining clarity about the connection. I see, as far as actions go, continued conversation. He really likes talking to you and hearing your voice. It brings him a lot of comfort and joy. I almost feel like he's realizing that he can't really deny this connection in the way that maybe he originally thought that he would be able to, because I think that he's just getting overcome by feelings for you that he didn't expect so quickly. What actions? New chapter. He wants to start something new with you. I feel like he wants to spend some money on you, girl. You might be getting a gift, or he might be taking you out. He's saying he should have expressed himself better. I do feel like he feels like he spoke too soon. And I think that he feels like he might have given you the wrong idea because of what he said. And he's like backtracking now. I think he's saying, oops, I didn't mean it. But at the same time, though, I think he did mean it. I think when he said it, he meant it. But I think that he, like, let's just say you were just some other girl. I think that he would be holding to what he said. He would be staying strong in that feeling. But I think you are just like, his feelings for you are starting to kind of melt away, those feelings of like, it's too soon, I'm not ready. Because, you know, sometimes it's like when you know, like when you find your person, you just find your person, and like it's just what happens. And sometimes your feelings can get kind of swept up. I think Tamara, he's daydreaming about you, girl. He's longing for you. I would say just keep letting him chase you. Match his energy, of course, but like keep letting him chase you, because he's got to sort it out. He's got to figure out how he feels for you, and I think it's not going to take him too long to figure it out. You said, I don't know why, but the energy in my feels is growing stronger for some reason, no matter if I try to pull away. So it's unexpected for sure. That's how he talks for real. Like, oops, that's not what I meant. My fault, my bad. Yeah, he like word vomits, I get. Like, it's reminding me of a cartoon where they like have like a word bubble and they like say something out loud and they really want to like suck the word bubble back in and like pretend like they didn't say what they just said. He said he keeps thinking about. He's saying he wants you to be a part of his future. So Tamara, I think you're going to get commitment from this person like a lot sooner than maybe what you would expect. So expect continued communication. He's saying he feels connected to you, soul tie. So continued communication, number one. Number two, his feelings, his actions are going to reflect his feelings. And that means that as his feelings develop for you, you're going to see him like wanting you more and more and more. And I also feel like you're going to get commitment from this person. So I think that the energy you're feeling from him, you can just expect a trajectory of it continuing on. Oh, and then, of course, how could I forget? The money thing. I think he's going to spend some money on you. So it could be like a gift, taking you out to dinner, something like that. So whatever you're doing, Tamara, keep doing it. Don't change. Don't switch up. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Because it's working. And especially if you like him and you want this to continue, just let him do the pursuing. Let him take the initiative. And you just keep attracting. You know what I mean? It's okay. My thing is that sometimes, as long as you don't come across desperate, you're good. You're Gucci. Like, I feel like people want to chase what's attracting. So you just keep doing your meditations, your journal prompts, whatever it is, working on yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with reciprocating the energy that he's giving you, but just don't initiate it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let him do the chasing, because I feel like that's what he's attracted to you right now for. Thanks, Amy. Just thinking about him and working on myself, I realized he let me have his expensive jacket. Oh, that's nice. Aw, that's so cute. Okay, so when you get into a commitment, how will your relationship be? Okay, let's take a looky look. I'm getting like, this is funny. Like, I feel like you guys are gonna enjoy like cooking together or eating together. For some reason, I'm like being very much, my attention's being brought to like the smell of maple syrup right now. And I don't really understand that, but I just am gonna say it. So this could be trips to Vermont. I think that's where they make syrup. Canada, is that where they do syrup? But I'm getting like pancakes, breakfast, brunch. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you guys are enjoying cooking or eating together. And I'm getting sweet specifically for some reason. So maybe you guys have like a sweet tooth you like to indulge in. All right. What's the relationship gonna be like between them? What's the relationship gonna be like between them? Okay, so I know that he has kind of like a jealous streak that you brought up, but I want to let you know that once he feels secure in the relationship with you, he's not going to be like that. Like, yes, he's going to be like, that's mine, that's my girl. If you disrespect her, I'm going to have a problem with it. But I think that the more secure he feels in the connection with you, that jealousy starts to go away. So as long as he feels confident and he feels trust, you won't have to worry about that too much. He's not going to be like a psycho with jealousy. I'm not picking that up. How's the relationship going to go between them? I think you guys are... am I getting acts of service? I might be getting acts of service type of relationship. You do a lot to anticipate one another's needs. I feel like one or both of you are just like super romantic. Anniversaries and Valentine's Day and birthdays, just special days are always filled with someone being, or maybe both of you being super romantic, like making a big deal out of days like this. I see that you guys amplify one another. What I mean by that is that if you guys are, like, this can work in positive and negative ways. So I'm seeing quartz crystal, and quartz is a natural amplifier. So essentially, if you want more of something, you bring quartz into the mix. So like if you want more love, bring in quartz, because quartz is going to amplify that. So it's going to strengthen whatever that thing is. So this can work positively for your relationship or negatively. If you guys are in a disagreement and you guys can both like channel each other's energy and like harness each other's energy, and sometimes it can get like really crazy or really explosive. So you might need to take some time away, breathe, calm down, and then come back. And that's okay. Some relationships are like that. But I feel like when you guys are in love, you're amplifying each other. You're amplifying that love. So like things are amazing when you guys are together. Like it's almost like you guys can tap into each other's feelings. So it's like you're feeling your own feelings and you're feeling their feelings at the same time. So, you know, if I feel almost like he's always going to be on your side. Like, I feel like, let's just say you go to work, you come home, you're complaining about something or something at work. He's going to be like, yeah, I got your back. Like, I'm your hype man. Like, you know, whatever you're feeling, I'm feeling too. And like, I feel like in that sense, you guys always have each other's back, which is really nice. But just know that, like, if there's a disagreement, it might be like a disagreement. And not that it's going to happen all the time, but just know that you feed off of each other. And I think that that can be a beautiful thing, but I also think that it can make certain situations difficult or certain situations hard. So just keep that in mind. You might have to keep some of those things in check, that you feed off of each other. But overall, that's good in my opinion, because when someone can feel how you feel and vice versa, you feel very understood. You feel very seen. You know, so the one thing I will say as like an amplifying type of relationship, which is weird because I've never described a relationship like this before, I would say always make the other person feel seen and heard. Even if you don't agree with it, make them feel validated. Because if they don't feel validated by you, it's just going to get worse. So whatever they're feeling at all times, you validate it. That's your responsibility, and he needs to do the same for you. Amanda, yes, yeah, sorry. That was probably 2.5 hours ago we announced a winner. You said, oh yes, well friends, I tell him, please be quiet, you're getting on my nerves, and say it out loud, and he says, you're getting on my nerves too, very loud. Yeah. It's stuff like that. Like, you guys just like feed on each other's energy. So the positive part about that, thank you, Jasmine. The positive part about that is that you can influence each other really well. So like, if he's having a bad day, you can cheer him up really quickly, because he feeds off of your energy. So if you come in positive and he's negative, you can neutralize the energy really well. You can crack a joke, make him laugh, something like that, and you can shift the energy. So like, if he's having a moment, just remember, don't give in to that. Validate his feelings, but unless you want to feel how he's feeling, just respect the boundaries there. Respect the fact that you are two separate people, and maybe you need to separate, and like, he needs to have his feelings and you go somewhere else. But yeah, that is like one of the biggest things I will say. You're good communicators, and you both are going to help each other because I have North Node here, so you're going to help each other better yourself. So like, you're going to help him to better himself, and he's going to help you to better yourself. So I feel like that's good, because you'll bring out the best in each other. So your evolvement, your personal development, you'll always have someone who's here to support you and make you feel like you can achieve the things that you set out to do. Bringing out the best in each other is important. So yeah, that is what I'm getting for you. That was a fun one. Thank you for that question. All right. So you're welcome, Whispers. Thanks so much. Okay. So James says to skip him for now until he comes in, so that's fine with me. Next up, we have Amy. You said, and as friends, I communicate if something he said hurt my feelings or something, and he reassures me. Yeah, I think that's great. Whispers. I think you can expect a lot of what you already have with him. That will translate into a relationship. And I think that's the great thing about being friends with someone first, is that you can really get a good idea of who they are when they're not trying hard to impress you. And that helps because it sets the foundation there that you guys will always go back to. We were friends first. And I think that that helps. Sorry, Amanda. I'm sorry, Amanda, that you missed it. But Tamara, have a great night. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Is it Tamara or Tamara? Let's see. All right, Amy is here. All right, let's see. Hey, James, welcome back. All right, does Eli actually come around? She tells him to watch videos with him recently, or with her recently. So, Amy, in a broad sense, I am getting a yes. I think that when you call upon him, he knows you're asking for him, and he knows that, you want him to be around you. Do I know for certain or feel confident telling you he's watching these videos with you? I don't know if I can really say that, because I do believe that he's no longer having a human experience. I think that we as humans sit and watch TV, and I think that if he wanted to have a human experience, he would just reincarnate, But I do feel that he's around you, and I feel like it's important that you know that he's around you. And yeah, for sure. I definitely feel that. I'm getting a lot of yes here. So he's saying, I'm around you, but it's not in the same way that it used to be. And unfortunately, it's not going to be. And that just hurts my heart. That hurts my heart to say that to you, because that's the hard part about grief, But it's not the same. It's not the way that you picture it, as if he was still here, Yeah. Stuff I'm sure he can. Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, that sounds great. All right, guys, I am going to do a last call. I realize that I still have almost an hour worth of readings left to do. Well, more like 30 to 40 minutes. So because of that, I'm going to have to like basically run off of here as soon as we're done with everything. Because I want to get a workout in and I want to shower before my husband gets home. So last call. I'm only going to keep this on the screen for like 3 minutes, maybe long enough to get Amy's reading done, and then I am going to have to close the list. I will honor anyone who wants to add on to the reading that's currently there for a donation, but once the list closes, that's really all I'm going to be able to do or extend to anybody that wants a reading. But I will be back tomorrow, so you guys don't have to stress if like you don't get a reading with me tonight. It's okay. It's so weird, Amy, that you're north of me and I'm south of you, and I've been freezing like the last week. I cannot get warm. I've been freezing. And you've just been talking about how hot you are, and I'm so confused about that. Like, I'm shivering at night. I'm like, can we please turn the AC down, like, or off? Like, I literally, like, I'm so cold that all I can think about is how cold I am, and I can't actually go to sleep. It's bad. So the hard part about this question is that I'm going to need your help to figure this out, because with tarot, I can't pull like specific memories. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not going to like see like on the Hermit card, I'm not going to see like a video of a memory that he had with you. So that's the tough part about this. So I'm going to need your help to like guide me here, and I'm going to tell you the energies of what I'm picking up, or see if there's any kind of like impression that I get, and then maybe together we can figure this out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was pretty hot today. I went outside. It was like the only time I felt like I was getting warm. Thank you. Okay, let's see. So one thing I feel, because I have the Five of Cups and I have the Tower here as well as the Hermit, and this talks about like time that you guys spent one-on-one, when he was going through a hard time inside. I don't know if he's told you, because like what I'm getting, this is what I'm getting. This is the impression that it feels like. He was having a hard time, and you guys were spending time together, and he wanted you to enjoy yourself, and he wanted to enjoy his time with you, and he didn't want to bring you down. So he was having a hard time underneath it all, but because you guys didn't always get a lot of time together, he wanted you to enjoy yourself. So there's a specific memory of a time where he was struggling and you were helping him by just distracting him, having fun with him. It feels like you're in a car, so maybe you guys went somewhere to do something. And he's like, sometimes he would talk to you about his issues, but sometimes he wouldn't, even though he was going. And this is the time where he was not. So think back to a time where you guys were hanging out together and he did not actually open up to you about his personal struggles, that he just wanted you guys to have a good time and enjoy yourself. And he just wanted to be present and enjoy the moment, even though he felt like a lot was falling apart around him. Yeah, maybe. Did you guys have a really good night before he, like, did it seem almost like he was holding it in the whole night until the end? Because it feels like he wanted to have a good night. It seems like he wanted to be present. He didn't want to burden you. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe I'm kind of picking up in the very beginning, like maybe think back to the very beginning when you guys were first getting to know each other, before he actually started opening up to you about like the heaviness. Maybe because the night before we did just spend time together, basically. Okay, yep, that actually makes a little bit more sense. Okay, give me some more memories. Give me some more memories, please. Okay, so he's showing me you. Well, I believe it's you, Queen of Cups. It could be his mom, but I'm pretty sure it's you. Where you just were very direct. Like, I'm getting like sassy, direct. I'm getting just kind of telling it like it is, and maybe kind of joking with him or like kind of poking fun at him. I have the Ace of Cups here, so it's talking about maybe you were talking about his feelings for you and like poking fun at him about it. Let me see. This has to do with feelings. I do know that. Actually, I'm getting duality here. I'm getting duality as well. So it could be double meaning here. It could be what you just said, but also I'm being brought back to the time that you spent with his mom. And the three of you together just kind of did something fun and spontaneous. So I think that memory that you have that you bring up quite a bit, I think that's part of this, because remember, I'm getting the Queen of Cups and this is like the mother. So if that night, if you guys had that snowball interaction, that snowball fight, if that was spontaneous, if that was not pre-planned, if that was something you guys did spontaneously and was like, let's go out and have some fun, that is the memory that I'm like tapping into. If it was not spontaneous, I don't think that I'm tapping into that memory, because it's something that you guys just kind of did that felt kind of impulsive. Like, it wasn't like, hey, come over and we'll have a snowball fight. I feel like it was like something you guys decided in the moment to go out and do and have fun. Like, it wasn't premeditated. That's what I'm getting. Whatever this memory is something you spontaneously did. On the snow day, that was definitely last minute, because we bought a sled last minute and he was on the phone with his mom. So yeah, that I think is an important memory to him. And let's pull one more. One more memory. Did you guys ever talk on the phone? Oh, how could I? Oh my God, how could I have not have seen this before? When you guys were being physically intimate with each other. This is a favorite memory for him when he was here, Earthside, is when you guys were intimate with each other. It's something he liked to think about. Now, I'm going to be a little bit vulgar here, okay? I don't want to get up all, no, never mind. I'm going to type it to you. I'm going to type it to you because this is a little bit graphic. Okay, I typed it to you on Instagram just so you have it. I don't want to say it out loud. You say you do remember it was a phone call. Oh, you had it was short and he was driving back home after drinking. I don't know why. I see you in your room on the phone talking to him. That's why I asked. Okay. All right. That finishes out your reading. He wasn't drunk driving. He was sobering up. Also, and I was also a little drunk while we were on the phone with him. Oh, that's sweet. That's cute. Kick me out there. But yeah, Amy, thank you. Thank you for your donation and your reading tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish I could have pulled more details from you. I probably could have if I kept going, but it's a mini reading and I got to move on. Okay, so let me update the final donation list really quickly, but nobody else donate. We're not taking any more donations. If you are currently on the donation list, you can add to your reading. I will honor some add-ons. All right, let me update this list real quick. James, you are next. Queen Libra, I got your donation. And Queen Libra, I have your question as well. You'll be last on my list unless you would like to pay to skip. That's up to you. But as of right now, the order is James, IJ, Jasmine, Queen Libra. And then after that, the list is closed. As I previously mentioned, if you're currently on the list, you are more than welcome to add on to your reading. I will honor that. but I'm not taking anything else that's new. That's all good. Thank you, Amy. Okay. Have a good night. Okay, next up, James. James, are you still in here? Hey, James, welcome in. Okay, just to confirm for your donation, I am doing a channeled message for you, right? For some reason, your comments aren't coming over to my StreamYard chat, which is crazy. Oh, there we go. I guess I just had to refresh. Okay, James. Let's take a looky look. And James, you would like a copy of this letter after I'm done, right? Of course. All right, what do you want to say to James? What do you want to say to James? James, we're about halfway done, okay? Mm-hmm. Hey, Queen Libra, I am on readings right now. James has ordered a channeled message, which is an automatic writing. It's a cultivated letter from his person that I'm channeling for him. So that takes some time. It takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for me to do that for him. And this is how it's going to be also for the next reading as well. It's going to be kind of quiet in here. It's just one of my reading options that I have. Okay, James, I just sent it to you via Instagram. So she says, I have stronger feelings for you than I am letting on, and not just hiding them from you, but also not admitting them to myself. I act like everything is okay on the surface, but deep down I'm torn. I don't know what to do with these feelings for you. I want more, I just don't know how to get there. I want more than anything to not feel confused. I want to feel ready. I want to be ready for you. I don't want someone else to take you away from me. That hurts my feelings. Just tell me that everything is going to be okay. Tell me we will figure this out together and we will get through this. James, that is what I have for you. I will say that when I was channeling, I was feeling a lot of discomfort from her. She just felt like she was just in this weird place that she doesn't know how to navigate, I suppose. And I feel like feels like she's disappointing you. And I think she's kind of disappointing herself a little bit. Aw. Were you talking to her on the phone? Hey, IJ, thanks for checking in. I'm going to be with you in just a sec. All right. IJ. All right. Thank you, James. This is for IJ. Jasmine, if you're in here, if you want to check in with me, you can also post your question if you're ready to do that. Hey girl, if you're ready to post your question at any point between now and your turn, feel free to do so and I'll hold on to it. I have you down for a mini, so if that's correct, you just let me know when you're ready. And as soon as I'm done with this channeling, I'll be right with you. Queen Libra, I have your question as well. I saved it from earlier, but I think you might be changing your question. So I'm going to just keep the new updated question for you for when it's your turn, okay? All right. Jasmine, I got your question. Thanks, girl. I am cracking up. When I do channeling, sometimes my handwriting looks insane. And I'm like, I don't even recognize my own handwriting. But that's how I know things are just like really flowing. Jen, it looks like you have a couple additional comments after your question, so I got those as well. All right, IJ, I'm about halfway done with yours. Wait, she got a lot to say tonight. I think a little more than last night, actually. Okay, so she says, you should have the channel message. She says, I like what we have going on. It's a slow process, but it feels like it's worth the wait. I enjoy seeing how things are unfolding and also building up between us. It feels so crazy to say, but I just have this feeling like everything is going to work itself out. I feel like right there she was like, I have a good feeling about us, but I didn't write that. But I feel like that's what she's saying. She says, I have no doubt our life together would be amazing. It feels like a happy ending. I try not to think about that too much, though. I guess I'm more of a realist, but sometimes you bring the dreamer out in me, and I don't mind it. I suppose I just don't want to get carried away. This is where my handwriting gets like fucking crazy. She said, I suppose I just don't want to get carried away or get my hopes up. I guess what I'm just trying to say is I appreciate you and what's happening between us, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Yeah, isn't that sweet? That was a nice message. That goes along with what you said earlier about a lot of unsaid subtext. Yeah, for sure. And it's funny because I was kind of feeling her like get pulled and sucked into like thinking about you. And then she's like, no, wait, I'm a realist. Let me reel myself back in. But I think she likes that you bring out the dreamer in her. I think she likes the idea of being free to like fantasize and like get excited about something. You're welcome, IJ. Thank you for waiting around. I appreciate you. Okay. We are moving on to Jasmine. After Jasmine, we have Queen Libra, and then I am done for the night. IJ, yeah, I was like, this is not my handwriting. It's just what happens. Like, I don't know why, but sometimes I'll just like, the thoughts are coming in so fast and I love that because that's called a channeling, but it's like, then I can't pay attention to my handwriting and making sure my handwriting looks like good. So I'm just like, either I lose the thought that is trying to come through, or I perfect my writing and potentially lose the thought. So I just go with it. And I'm like, sometimes I can't even read what I wrote. I'm like, what is that supposed to say? But it all works itself out. You're welcome. Okay, so this is for Jasmine. She says, Patrick had always mentioned I'm different than others and never made it easy because he's incredibly hot and girls just throw themselves at him. Oh no. He always kept a distance since he wasn't in the right space and didn't want to leave me on. What is Patrick going to try to establish with me in the summer? 2024. He knows I still have high standards. So, Jasmine, whenever I like sneeze during a reading or I'm like, I get really itchy in my face, it always tells me that you're going to hear from this person soon. So, and I'm like pretty spot on with that. I always feel like people tell me that whenever I tell them that you hear from them. So I'm just letting you know. That's a little message before we get tapped into this reading here. Let's see. What is he going to try to establish with you? Summer of 2024. What is he going to try to establish with you? 2024. So I will say, Jasmine, he likes it easy. He likes it. Oh yeah. Thank you for that. He likes it easy. He likes when girls throw themselves at him. He doesn't like working hard. I can see that. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. But he leads with his dick, and that's just what I got here. So we have the Ace of Wands. You can't really like deny that. So it's like he likes it easy. He likes when he doesn't have to work hard. Now, saying that you're different and you're not making it easy, you want to make him work hard, that is great. I really like that about you. I think that's amazing. But I also feel like I don't know if he's going to be putting in that effort that you want him to this summer. I see him here showing up as a page. That makes me feel like he's still not like progressed out of this mindset of like wanting things easy. Let's see. What is he going to establish with her? I think that he might flirt with you. I think that he's gonna like see how far you'll let him get. I think you respect your boundaries though. But I don't know if I see him making substantial moves towards you in terms of a commitment for the summer of 2024. I see you here with a cup of love. You have something great to offer to him, but I don't see him taking it. What are his intentions here, please, Spirit? I see him wanting to interact with you. So yeah, you're definitely going to get communication from him this summer. I feel like he's going to try to keep in contact with you. What are his intentions with her? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is coming through again. That was the card where I was like keeping with his dick first. Not to be vulgar or anything, but that's basically how it's coming through. So his intentions with you is just to see how far he can get. But you've got a wall up. You're the one that's going to have to set the boundaries here. He knows what you want. I see you here. I see him showing me the Emperor. Like, I know what she wants. You said he acts genuine. That's kind of sad to see. I mean, he knows what you want. He knows that you want him to, like, be a stand-up person, be the Emperor, be the person that's going to commit to him, make serious advances towards you, take you seriously. Will she get what she wants with him by the end of summer 2024? She get what she wants with him by the end of summer 2024. They're saying you're going to have to keep waiting. I have the 7 of Pentacles. This is going to take some time. It doesn't mean that he can't ever get there. It doesn't mean he's not going to. But he likes things easy, and they're saying that you're going to be waiting. Will she get what she wants with him by the fall of 2024? Will she get what she wants with him by the end of the year 2024? Fall looks more likely. I would put my money on winter. I would put my money on the end of the year. But I'm getting summertime, you're still going to be waiting around. In a fall, for a yes, no, I got a maybe, 2 of swords. Maybe things will start changing in the fall. But I think that out of this year, we're leaning more towards the end of the year for you to see what you want from him. What's going to happen between them in the fall? What's going to happen between them in the fall? There's still a bit of a power struggle here between you guys in the fall. I think that's why I got a maybe, because I feel like it's taking a while for him to give in, and you're standing your ground. What's going to happen between them in the end of the year? There's some time will tell, Jasmine, but I think just stand your ground with him, because I think that the more you dig your heels in, the more seriously he's going to take you. I think that if you give in at all, that he's gonna just take what he can. You give an inch, he takes a mile, kind of thing. It's not that he doesn't have genuine interest in you, it's just if he can get it easier somewhere else. And the thing is that women want men to work harder for them because they feel that's what they deserve, and it is. But in order for a man to do that, he has to create genuine feelings for you. So he has to put himself in a position to have feelings for you. We women lead typically with our heart first. Men don't do that. Most men. I'm not going to generalize here, but I will say most men don't do that. Men have to create a emotional connection to you to treat you the way that you want them to be treated. So if you allow for him to get what he wants from you and move on, that is how that's going to go. But if you guys can continue to establish a connection over the next couple of months, if you can get to know each other and he can form an emotional bond with you, you're more likely to get what you want out of the situation. I definitely think keeping your options open is important here. But there's nothing wrong with establishing a deeper connection with him on a mental, emotional level, because if he catches feelings, then I think this is all going to change for you, okay? We just have to get to his heart. All right. So you're very welcome, Jasmine. Thank you for stopping in, girl. All right. Let's see. Okay. Queen Libra, this is for you. This is the last reading of the night, and then I will be signing off. Queen Libra says, will me and Anthony really like each other when we meet and start dating soon? Will they really like each other? Hey, Queen Libra, welcome in. Will they really like each other when they meet and start dating soon? Queen Libra, this is a tricky relationship that I'm getting with you and Anthony. I don't know if this is the best person for you. For example, I'm getting the Devil, and I'm getting the Tower, and the Tower is in reverse. I don't know. Do you guys have definite plans to meet? Definite plans for this to happen? Because I'm feeling like someone's leaving this disappointed, and I'm seeing delays. Hey, Jasmine. Thank you for so much for the extra details. It's really going to help me keep my priorities straight. You're so welcome, Jasmine. Have a nice workout and good night. Thank you. You too. Queen Libra, I worry about this connection. I worry about you guys even being able to stabilize this connection in the first place. I think you guys have to get to the point where you are going to meet, because right now I don't feel like you guys are even going to. Now again, that's the current energy, that's the current path. If you guys make different choices and different decisions, then this outcome could change. But I feel like you're disappointed. It's the devil here. Feels like, I don't know, because the Tower here talks about like not being able to move on, and the Tower in reverse talks about not being able to move on or avoiding change. I have the Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of here about like holding on to someone, and like there being deeper issues here in this connection, which is interesting. And I see Nine of Pentacles more of like an independent energy rather than like you guys actually coming together. So I think oh wow, I cut the deck and got the Seven of Swords. What I would say, Queen Libra, is that I think it would be important for you guys to make those plans and then come back and ask this question. If you were to ask me outright, like, which side I'm leaning towards, I think you guys are attracted to each other, and I think that you guys like each other in person, but I feel like it might go bad, like it might go sour pretty fast. There is like this heaviness around, there's this heaviness around your connection right now. You got confused. What do you mean you got confused? So essentially what I'm getting is that, because you said, you know, will you like each other when you meet and start dating soon? Because I don't think that's actually in the plan right now, I'm having a hard time getting an answer for you, because you guys haven't made plans and there's no plan to meet or to start dating. Because that decision hasn't been made, it's hard to get an outright answer from Spirit on how this is going to go. It feels like you guys aren't going to meet, and that's why I asked, have you guys made plans yet? Because I feel like I'm not even getting an established connection for you guys to meet in the first place. And then I'm saying removing logistics. If logistics weren't an issue and you guys could just snap your fingers and be right in front of each other, I think you like what you'd see, and I think you would like each other. But I think that it would go bad fast, because I think there are other underlying issues here, and like I'm getting like a heaviness. So I think there might be problems. I don't know what his intentions are, because I'm asking like your yes no question that you paid for, and typically the yes no I don't give elaboration, I just give you a yes or no. But because this was a little bit of a gray area, I wanted to elaborate further. But I don't know the answer to your question, because that's not the question that I asked. Like, I don't know the answer to what are his intentions. Okay, so the way that tarot readings work is it's like a report card. So it's essentially where you guys are at currently. It's like a checkpoint. It's like a check-in. It's like, where are we at right now? So you're asking, will you like each other when you meet and start dating? But you don't have plans to meet and you don't have plans to start dating. Like, you guys haven't agreed on that. So it's hard for me to get an answer from spirit for you when that's not even a plan that you guys have made yet. So I can only speculate on what is going to happen if you guys meet and if you guys start dating. And I feel a heaviness. So like, okay, great, you're a tarot reader. So I have 7 of Swords. Yeah, so what I had said previously was, if logistics weren't an issue, I think that when if you guys were to just be able to just be right in front of each other and meet one another, I think that you guys would like each other. You would be attracted to each other. But as I had said previously, it feels like there's a heaviness around your reading where it seems like you guys would click initially, but things might go bad quickly. Like, since you're a tarot reader, I think that's great because I can tell you what cards I have. I have pulled extra cards. I have the 7 of Swords, the Hanged Man, the 5 of Pentacles, the Devil, the Tower in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. And I think as a tarot reader, you would agree these aren't great cards. So I feel like when you guys meet, you'll be attracted to each other. I think you'll like initially like one another, but I'm having an issue seeing like long-term success, I suppose. Because these are not great cards of a compatible connection. Yeah. I'm sorry. I really tried to explain like as best as I could. I can only go off the impression that I'm getting. And the 2 cards that when I asked, the 2 cards were the Devil and the Tower were like the initial cards that came out. It just immediately felt concerning. So, I didn't want to leave you hanging, but maybe me over explaining just confused you, and I'm sorry about that. But hopefully it makes sense now. Okay. Thank you, Queen Libra, for stopping by. I'm not sure who else is in here right now, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow evening. Bye, guys.